for one another, making each other better.
You need that to be successful. It doesn't matter how much talent you have. Teams that play hero ball make it too easy for the defense to adjust. We won't be seeing too much of that tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Jason Tatum is out there with Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. It's good.
I like that play. You get something for Smith going toward the cup.
And here's Holiday. On the wing, Brown launches a three. Rebound by Smith. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Shot from the low block. And it's White missing. Houston moving it around. Smith sets the pick for Van Vliet. Smith kicks to Brooks. The kick out to Adams. Just 5 to shoot. Green, the pass to Adams. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Brown deciding where to go with it. Doesn't go that time.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Smith on the wing. Outside, Green. Brooks kicks to Smith. Passes it to Green. Smith with a screen on Howard. Van Vliet. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
And the pick and roll delivers. Van Vliet making the right decision, giving up the rock.
Porzingis with a screen on Smith. Tatum, that's for 2. Hands the tough leaner from the outside.
Getting this one to fall hopefully gets things rolling. Their first make out of 5 shots.
No doubt, Craig, Jason Tatum is an all-NBA player. And this guy continues to improve.
And JT's scoring average increasing in each of his first 5 seasons. I just love how he gets to the line more, being more aggressive. Tatum was the guy on a finals team at just 24 years old.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim in a finish. Just light work.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Jason Tatum. Hey, Richard, you look at Houston's roster. They are stacked with high-level athletes.
The Houston Rockets have done a great job of adding players that they feel can add strength and cultivate skill. Because athleticism, that's something that you just can't teach.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And here's Tatum for 3. Tatum with another miss. Rockets leading by 6. Smith with a screen on Holiday. Van Vliet passes it to Smith. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. In the 2016 and 17 drafts, GA, Boston ended up with the 3rd pick overall both of those years.
And they nailed those picks, getting Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum back-to-back, setting up their franchise for years.
Now here's Brown, coming off a solid outing against Denver. He gets it in there.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown, and it's just another weapon in his arsenal now.
Van Vliet against Holiday. It's stolen by Brown. Now the pass to Holiday. Rockets with the rebound.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty. Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Brown dishes to Tatum. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Smart play by Tatum. Using the fake to get the contact, get to the line, a little easy too.
RJ, a guy who will completely take over a game. Jason Tatum.
Yeah, he's got a deep bag. He's got an incredible talent, and every year he works to add to it.
Now here's Adams. Stolen by Holiday. Pass to Brown. Outside Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got 9.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Van Vliet passes to Smith. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. So they take the lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Van Vliet kicks to Adams.
And Porzingis demonstrating there why he's an effective two-way player, positioning himself well there to just bother the shooter.
Holiday with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. Here's Brown, and it's Boston with another.
Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
And now a look at Jalen Green.
He's been in good form here the last few weeks. He's right around 13 points a night, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
And he's willing to take on the scoring load. And look, he is more than capable of delivering.
Tatum with it. You saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. It's to Porzingis. It's up a 3. Rebound by Smith.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And then Smith with the dunk.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Tatum down low. Adams on him. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here in the middle of the season, injuries can certainly pile up, Greg. How does a team hold it together when it's missing important pieces?
Kevin, it's all about communication and being ready to step up. As long as you keep working as a unit, you can cover for missing bodies.
Here's Tatum following the score by Houston. Outside Holiday. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Green deciding where to go with it. He feeds it to Adams. Adams drawing the double team. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Good on the triple. Smith's got 13.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Holiday, the pass to Tatum. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Rockets with the rebound. Here's Van Vliet. Coming off a stellar performance against Utah. And it goes on a bounce. That one is off Smith. And how about we check the numbers for Jason Tatum?
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Thompson, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Celtics also with a sub. Horford's checked in. Porzingis passes to White. Brown outside. And the dunk by Brown.
There's that leaping ability. Brown, he just gets up so easy.
Here's Green, and it's Green slamming it down.
That is a dunk contest-worthy move. Green just putting on a show right there.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now Brown, 8 points for him. Horford kicks to White. The 3 hits the 3-point bomb. White's got the game tied up here for Boston.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Second chance shot. They kick it out to Green. Back to Adams. Thompson outside. To the inside. Adams' shot is off. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
So for the Rockets, Şengün's checked in for Adams. Tari Eason comes in for Jabari Smith. And it's Whitmore in for Dylan Brooks. Cornette can't get it to go.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Outside, Green. Pass to Whitmore. To the middle. Şengün with the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 2.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
Horford sets a screen for Brown. There's the triple. Eason grabs the board.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Whitmore. And 22 points in the win against Utah. Şengün with the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Celtics trail by 4. Here's Pritchard. Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Houston. Green left side. Passes it to Easton. Whitmore with it. Outside, Green. With the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
That one on Horford.
The shifty nature of Green just makes things so tough on the defense.
What an entrance to the league Jalen Green has had.
So much success early on in his career, and it was expected. He's a scoring machine. Anything he's asked to do on the floor, he can get it done.
Here's Pritchard. An 11-point game for him in the win against Denver.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wished I played with more guys like him.
And the shot goes in.
And inside the paint really is where Horford goes to work. Still athletic enough and really makes it look easy.
Eason with a screen for Green. Eason's shot is good. And the Rockets lead by 6.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now here's Brown. 8 points for him. The 10-footer finds the target. Brown's got 10 points in the game.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Green, the pass to Şengün. Down low. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He has 6.
And Whitmore didn't have to facilitate as much in college, but he understands the importance at this level.
There's Brown with the 3. Şengün with the rebound.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Back to Eason. Thompson with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Here's Eason. Misses off the left iron.
Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but, like, the defense was waiting on him that time.
Here's Brown, and then Brown with the dunk.
One of the premier scoring wings in the NBA, Jaylen Brown is at it again.
Out to the right wing, and a wide-open look for Whitmore. Offensive rebound. Şengün finds Green. Here's Whitmore, and no good. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Houston on top, up by 4. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
29.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And they've also done a great job converting their opportunities at the stripe. Lots of chances and making the most of them.
Tari Eason is out there with Whitmore. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's the 5 for Houston right now. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Rockets leading by 6. VanVleet with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Back to Şengün. Kicks it out to VanVleet. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. Into the lane. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Celtics trail by 8. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's the screen. Here's Tatum. Inside. Tatum automatic.
That was a beautiful screen set there. And look, Tatum, he'll take care of the rest.
Now here's Thompson. He's covered closely. Pass to Whitmore. Eason with a screen for Whitmore. Kicks it out to VanVleet. The shot from 20 feet away. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
And expect smart plays like that from VanVleet. He is a clever floor general who knows how to create.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 11. There's the pass to Cornette. Back to Tatum. Over Whitmore. Tatum's shot is off.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
It's rebounded by Houston. Eason's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Şengün. The 17-footer. Pass to Whitmore. Buries the long-range jumper. Whitmore's got the lead up to 11 now for Houston.
And those are the kinds of shots that give rookies like Whitmore so much confidence.
Richard, the Houston Rockets were once a powerhouse team in the West, especially during the 2010s.
Yeah, they even gave the KD and Steph Curry Warriors a run for their money. Look, the James Harden era in Houston was special, and now they're trying to get back into contention.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. These Celtics are playing with a high level of motivation. All-star Jason Tatum says what we talk about before the game, halftime, is win by any cost, by any means. Figure it out, win the game, and build great habits along the way. Kevin?
Still room to grow. David, thanks. And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. For the Rockets, Steven Adams comes in for Şengün. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Whitmore. And then for Boston, Porzingis is checked in for Luke Cornette. And it's Holiday in for Mikhailuk. Here's Pritchard. No scoring in this one to stop the run. And he lays it up and in.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Pass to Adams. Off target at the rim. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 11. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Adams, the pass to VanVleet. Good on the bucket. VanVleet's got 12 in the game.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Here's Pritchard. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. They set the pick. And Holiday kicks to Tatum. A three-pointer, no good.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
Holiday against VanVleet. And Houston again with the bucket.
And Van Vliet has the stroke to shoot from anywhere, even mid-range, when he has to.
Outside Holiday. Outside Tatum. The three is drilled by Tatum.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let it roll.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And you can always count on Van Vliet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands. And what a splash Tari Eason has made with his defense since entering the league.
Yeah, he's just so disruptive when he's on the ball, Greg. He has those arms that just knock everything free. The man is an absolute menace on that side of the floor.
Now here's Porzingis. He had 16 points in the win against Denver.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team. His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
To the paint, here's Eason. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 6 assists here tonight. Celtics trail by 14. The pass to Tatum. And he drops it in from the low post. Tatum's got 7 points for the quarter.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
Here's Adams. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Tatum. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Adams. Out to Brooks. Houston moving the ball around. Eason passes to Brooks. Now here's Adams. 4 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. Taken away by Holiday. Inside. Tatum cleared for takeoff. And landing.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Celtics trail by 14. And here's Holiday. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wished I played with more guys like him.
Now a timeout called by Houston. So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. Then for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown comes in for Jason Tatum. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Here's Green driving to the basket. And Green slams it in.
Using that speed, Green flying by on the drive.
Holiday with it. He has 5. White, good.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Holiday against Holiday. Holiday dishes to Green. To the inside, right wing. Şengün with a screen on Brown. They get it back. Smith kicks to Holiday. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Heads up play by Smith, giving it away instead of forcing something.
Porzingis with a screen on Holiday. Up top, Porzingis. Over Şengün. Rockets with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Holiday finds Smith. Here's Whitmore. Smith sets the pick for Whitmore. Al Horford with the rebound. Celtics trail by 13. Brown outside. Down low, Porzingis. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside. Able to practically play on top of the D.
Holiday, the pass to Şengün. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And we've seen some pretty impressive things from Alperen Şengün.
Yeah, young fella already has a record to his name. The youngest center to get at least 30 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists in one game. Do you want to know who the previous record holder was, Greg? Listen, I got you. It was Shaq.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And it's Whitmore missing.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Holiday against Holiday. The shot by Holiday, no good.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Here's Whitmore. Cans the shot from the wing. Whitmore's got the lead up to 14 now for the Rockets.
An old school shot from Whitmore. There is still some value in that mid-range.
Şengün against Holiday. Here's Porzingis. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with the soft touch to match.
Now here is Holiday. And Whitmore with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Whitmore's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Rockets. Holiday, the pass to Horford. It's stolen by Smith. Şengün with a screen on Holiday. Porzingis with the block.
And the 7-3 reach of Porzingis being put to great use there. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And taken away by Brown. Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Here's Holiday. Can't hit from 12. Rockets leading by 13. Holiday finds Smith. Back to Holiday. To the paint and taken away by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. And it's 9 points for Drew Holiday. Holiday dishes to Green. Smith sets the pick for Green. Back to Smith. Pass to Holiday. Pulls up on the wing. Horford with the rebound.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Pass to Brown. Jacks up a three. The shot that time, not on target. Guys, it's been all about Fred VanVleet for the Rockets. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hey, folks, getting in.
I would have loved to play with a guy like him. He's always looking to get teammates involved, drop it down, is non-stop in the first half. He also put.
And now that we have some thanks for joining us. Now
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Holiday in at the 1. On the wing, Brooks. Passes to VanVleet. Smith with a screen on Holiday. Feeds it to Smith. And stolen by Tatum. from outside the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Tatum's got 21.
What is he doing? You gotta get out to Tatum. He is too good of an outside shooter to be given that much airspace, right?
Now here is Smith. Smith sets the pick for Van Vliet. Green finds Adams. Brooks right side. 5 to shoot. Now that one from Van Vliet. Coaches say, GA, the league has a problem when it's punishing the retaliators and not the instigators. Do they have a point?
Kevin, I think so. But for any scuffle, it's worth asking who started it. And that's what we do in life normally, right?
Van Vliet against Holiday. Van Vliet kicks to Smith. Porzingis with the block. Now here is Holiday, covered by Van Vliet. Lets it go from 14. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Van Vliet picks one up.
Yeah, credit Holiday for getting to the line on that one. With his quickness and length, I'd like to see him do that more often.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Houston Rockets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And a little contact like that won't slow Adams down. This is a guy who loves the contact and able to finish easily on that one.
Celtics trail by 12. Outside Holiday. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And some nice passing there by Houston. Smith with a screen on Porzingis. Smith with the basket on the assist from Van Vliet. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Tatum. Lays it up off the glass. 25 points for Jason Tatum.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
To the middle. Adams drawing the double team. Six on the shot clock. The second chance effort. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Ooh, how about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
Timeout called the Rockets. And the Rockets making a change here. Şengün's checked in.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats here for Holiday. He's been a factor for them over the last month. He's averaging 14 points a game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, but really his main asset is being a playmaker.
Great handle, great vision. That's how he drops so many dimes.
So it's the Celtics now. The Rockets making the shot. Holiday, the pass to Tatum. From outside, off the mark. Rockets leading by 12. Şengün with a screen on Holiday. And it's Brooks in the corner and taken away by Brown. And here comes White, leading the fast break over Green. And it's White missing. Rockets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Van Vliet passes to Smith. It's good. Smith's got 19 points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Back to Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Van Vliet passes to Smith. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. 21 points in the game.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Smith against Tatum. And the rejection by Smith.
Read the shooter like a book. Smith Jr. really disruptive on D.
Van Vliet. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Tatum at the elbow. Floats one up. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 8 rebounds in this game. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jason Tatum said his quiet demeanor may belie his hunger to win for some people. He said, I feel like sometimes I come off so laid back that I don't know if people understand how much I invest into this game, how much I care, how hard I work, because I'm not the loudest or may show everything. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, his passion, DA, for the game is right there. We appreciate your story. And here is Van Vliet following Jaylen Brown's 3. Şengün with the screen for Green. And there's the pass to Brooks. Clock at 6. Şengün with the bucket. Şengün's got 13 points.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Celtics trail by 17. Now Tatum, 27 points for him.
And when you look at Dylan Brooks, he's someone that doesn't mind playing the villain.
Yeah, he definitely seems to embrace this villain role, Greg. And look, a guy like that keeps getting under your skin, that can be a benefit for your team.
Now here is Holiday after Jalen Green's miss. Tatum down low, covered by Smith. Porzingis, good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Timeout.
Tatum's got 3 assists in the game. Now a timeout called by Houston. Al Horford is checked in for White. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Rockets. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot.
And you know, Houston, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
Here's Tatum. The Rockets making the shot. Pass to Porzingis. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Celtics trail by 19. Now here's Porzingis. He has 6. Stolen by Thompson. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Whitmore. Nets, the corner 3. Whitmore's got 11.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Holiday kicks to Porzingis. Outside Tatum. On the wing, Holiday. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Outside Holiday. Pass to Whitmore. Eason with it, guarded by Horford. Yep, that one goes in there. He's got 10.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Holiday surveying the floor. Dishes it to Tatum. From the arc. It's good from long range. Tatum's got 30 points.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Passes it to Eason. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 3rd assist on the night. Boston has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Picked by Horford. Tatum kicks to Horford. Brown outside. To the paint. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Those assist numbers from Brown have continued to creep up.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And good that time.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 32. And again, it's Boston converting.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
Eason, a screen on Holiday. And Holiday kicks to Thompson. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to Whitmore. 6 to shoot. Outside Holiday. Houston moving it around. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And now look at Jason Tatum here. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
It's tipped. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Green. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Rockets with the rebound. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Outside, Green. Screen by Şengün. Out to Thompson. Trying to find Şengün. He gets it to him. Good work defensively by Horford. Celtics trail by 21. On the wing, Holiday. Here's Cornette. Goes up again, and it's good on the layup.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Now here's Green. He's got 6.
You don't want to jump with Jalen Green. That's rule number 1. And rule number 2, you don't want to jump with Jalen Green.
Outside Tatum. Holiday against Thompson. Outside Holiday. Here's Cornette. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Cornette's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And Şengün throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Up top, Tatum. Tate covering. And a miss there on the triple. Screen by Şengün. Can't hit that one. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Rockets lead by... And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Celtics trail by 21. Green is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Eason in at the 3. It's the 5 for Houston right now. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Number 7, Whitmore.
Boston shooting 47%, pretty solid. Tatum dishes to Horford. And the pass to Pritchard. And with this new CBA, great for the first time, team and league licensing revenue, about $160 million a year, is to be shared with the players.
And I think that's probably jersey patches and stuff like that. It makes sense that the players should get a share of that.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. Drills it from outside. Tatum's got 37.
That's his third 3 of the half after putting up a pair before halftime. Fantastic shooting display from him.
Here's Whitmore. VanVleet outside. Clock at 6. Eason passes to Şengün. Şengün with the screen for Van Vliet. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup. He's got 21.
It's been all Van Vliet tonight. One of the best undrafted players in league history.
Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Van Vliet passes to Eason. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Hauser the pass to Tatum. Horford sets a screen for Tatum. Chalk up 2 there. Tatum's got 39.
Okay, listen. Tatum can strike from anywhere. The mid-range is an open option for him at all times.
Three-pointer. And Whitmore with the basket on the assist by Thompson. 14 points for Cam Whitmore.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Tatum no good.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Good work there as it goes. Van Vliet's got 9 points now in just the second half.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Tatum, that's good.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Thompson against Tatum. Here's Van Vliet. Eason passes to Van Vliet. And yes, it's good. Van Vliet's got 6 here in this quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Tatum, that's for 2. And that one is off. Good D by Thompson. Houston's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Van Vliet passes to Şengün, and he comes up with the deuce.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Van Vliet. Pass to Tatum. Lets the 3 fly. Eason grabs the board. Eason's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. The deep 3 from Van Vliet. A 3 ball, and another 3 for Houston.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket, but he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt.
And for a while, the West held bragging rights on being better than the Eastern Conference. Richard, you think that's changed?
I think so. You see a number of powerhouses now in the Eastern Conference, and the West is way more open.
Aaron Holiday is checked in for Houston. And the Celtics also making a change. Drew Holiday is checked in for Luke Cornett. Şengün with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Holiday. Right block shot. Passes to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Şengün covering. Horford from outside. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And that's how you want to get Horford his touches, within the flow of the offense, preferably right off the catch.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Tatum down low. Eason on him. And he's good on the 3 ball. Hauser's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Thompson surveying the floor. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Eason against Tatum. There's a good screen. Pass to Hauser. Beyond the arc. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Houston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Eason, the screen to the inside. And he banks in the layup.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Pritchard, and Thompson sends it back. Pass to Whitmore. Outside Holiday. Eason with a screen for Holiday. Thompson in the post. Great D that time from Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Tatum's got 43 points.
Come on, like, when Tatum's hitting the pull-up, what is the defense supposed to do at that point in time?
Pass to Whitmore. Şengün with the screen for Whitmore. Out to Thompson, taken away by Holiday. And a fast break now for the Celtics, and it's in there.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable, and he took advantage.
Thompson passes to Eason. Şengün with a wide-open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Boston has gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Outside Tatum. And GA starting next season, some big repeat penalties for teams well over the cap. That draft pick penalty is especially tough.
Yeah, I mean, if a team is over that $17.5 million mark twice in a 4-year span, their first-round draft pick falls to the end of the first round. That'll sting.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Green, he's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Jae'Sean Tate in for Aaron Holiday. Green. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Porzingis.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
Inside. And the dunk by Tatum.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Rockets leading by 22. Here's Thompson. And oh, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The 3 from Tatum. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün. Green finds Thompson. Şengün with a screen on Holiday. Here's Thompson. The pass to Tate. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Holiday's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Fires the 3. Eason grabs the board.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Taken away by Holiday. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Looking to get it going. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Holiday against Thompson. Down low. Şengün. They kick it out to Green. This one for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Pass to Tatum. GA, is it me, or does it feel like we've had more parity in the league the last few seasons?
Well, Kevin, the playoffs have been pretty hard to predict lately. I will give you that. There's been only one repeat champion in the past decade.
It's a competitive league.
Green kicks to Thompson. Back to Green. A shot, no good. Excellent D there from Holiday. Here's Brown, and then Brown with the dunk.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Thompson with it, now guarded by Tatum. And Green with the basket on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. Boston's gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. Porzingis with a screen on Green. The 3 from Tatum. And another one!
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Thompson passes to Şengün. They kick it out to Green. Thompson against Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Back to Eason. Tries again. Porzingis with the block.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Houston.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Fred VanVleet.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thompson against Holiday. And here's Thompson. To the inside. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
Substitution on the court.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Rockets again can't hit. Here's McKaylee. So easy, Houston taking the W here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know,